Well, to support everyone, the West Coast Eagles will go into Sunday's Western Derby as heavy favourites, boosted by the return of star midfielder Matt Priddis. Now, Katie Price watched them train today, and Katie, did he do enough?
Well, Goss, we only got to see 20 minutes today before the gates were closed, but the signs certainly look good for Matt Priddis. He was out there with the main group, running around without a problem, so you'd say he'd come back in. Kobe Stevens had limited game time last week, so he could be the unlucky one to miss out. Ashton Hams, of course, is also available after coming back from suspension, but it'll be interesting to see whether John Woolsfold can actually find a spot for him. Adam Selwood subbed out of the game last week with that hand injury. He was still training with the glove today. But he isn't in any doubt he will probably play with some pain for the next few weeks. A few of the stars also missing today: Kerr, Natanui and McKenzie, and a few others walking laps as well, including Shuey, Glass, Cox and Brown. But it is only Wednesday, so you can bet that they'll get themselves up. It is, of course, a Western Derby.
Good on you, Katie. Thanks for that. Now let's turn our attention to the Dockers and another injury at training today. Veteran Antoni Grover probably wasn't in line to play for the Derby, but he suffered a setback, and Lockie Reid has more.
Yes, Tim, well, a devastating blow for Fremantle veteran Antoni Grover, injuring his hamstring with about 5 minutes remaining in today's training session. Now, Grover was working his way back to full fitness. He's played 201 games in a terrific AFL career, but none in 2012. The fear is now that being in his last year of his contract, he may find it hard to get back in the team, and he was clearly distraught as he left the field with a hamstring injury. Luke McFarlane also making an early exit from the track. He just looked a little sore, didn't have the spring in the step and was rested. Adam McPhee, now he missed last weekend's game. He jogged laps very slowly and looks likely to miss another week. Lockie Neal also barely training. Clancy Pearce, though, the good news for him is that he showed no ill effects of the concussion he suffered in the game. Matthew Pavlich and Hayden Ballantyne, well, they didn't train with the main group, but our cameras caught them just before the main session got underway, and they went through a very light session. Michael Walters, he looked fantastic, and if I was the coach, I would no doubt be picking him. But the big news here at Fremantle Oval, Antoni Grover injuring his hamstring, devastating blow in Derby week.
Good on you, Lockie. Thanks for that. So we've covered both camps and their training sessions today. Now to a proven Derby performer. The Ross Glendinning medalist is Michael Barlow, and the Dockers midfielder opens up about the challenge of taking on the league leaders.
They've been, atmosphere-wise, the most electric games I've played.
The coaches may play it down, but there's no hiding the raw emotion of WA footy's premier showpiece.
But you can't help it, the hair stand up on the back of the neck and the buzz you get when, it's a packed house, and the intensity of Derby football is amazing. So, yeah, you can't help but enjoy it, maybe that little bit more.
Derby 35 to be a battle of the midfields, while the likes of Shuey, Selwood and Priddis have been busy breaking games apart for West Coast. The same can't be said for their Freo neighbours.
We probably go in playing a side that's been at the top of their powers for the last 18 months and on cloud nine, and all of them playing really good football.
Michael Barlow with the best seat in the house on Sunday, but he and his Docker teammates are determined to get down and dirty, aiming to cash in on the dominance of Aaron Sandilands.
Getting that ball and winning the hard ball and getting forward, understanding that it's not always going to be spoon-fed to us. And I think up against Cox and Natanui this weekend, it's a fantastic opportunity to rectify what happened on the weekend.
The critics are circling Ross Lyon and his defensive game plan, but Freo are confident they're on the right track, despite hitting a hurdle last week against Hawthorn.
We feel there's enough upside to it, and we're getting enough out of it, regardless of not being perfect, to really be able to shape games and win games from there.
Tim Hipsley, 10 News.